Hi and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started with this video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. That way you'll be the first to know whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so for today's recipe, you'll need olive oil, chicken bouillon, tomato sauce, ground cumin, vermicelli, white onion, garlic cloves, and water. Alright, so I've already added the tomato sauce to the blender along with the about 1/4 piece of a white onion, 2 garlic cloves, and now I'm adding about 3/4 a teaspoon of ground cumin. Now I'm going to add about 4 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. And now I'm just going to add 2 cups of water to the blender as well. Then I'm going to blend it for about 1 minute or until smooth. Now I'm going to heat up a pot over medium heat, and then I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I'm just going to let it heat up. Now I'm going to add the bag of vermicelli to the oil. You could also use fideo or shell pasta, or even the elbows. But I usually have vermicelli and fideo on hand, so this is what I normally use. Now we're just going to stir the pasta frequently until it's nice and golden brown. Toasting the pasta is an important step that you don't want to skip because it will add an extra depth of flavor to the soup. Okay, so this is about the color that I like my pasta to be before I add the blended salsa. Now I'm adding the salsa, and I'm just gonna stir it real well with the pasta. I like to let the salsa fry for a minute or two with the pasta before I add any additional water. Now I'm going to add 6 cups of water to the pot. And I'm going to stir it. Now's a good time to taste the soup to see if it needs any more salt. If it does, you can go ahead and add it now, or you could add chicken bouillon too. I prefer to use chicken bouillon. I think it just has more flavor than just salt. Now I'm going to stir the soup, and I'm going to bring it to a low boil over medium-high heat. Then I'm gonna cover the pot, and I'm gonna reduce the heat to medium-low. I'm going to let the soup cook for about 5 minutes. The soup doesn't take long to cook at all, since the pasta is already very thin. Now the soup is ready, and it's looking really good. I'm gonna make me a bowl, but I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I dig in because it's really hot and I don't want to burn myself. Can you see it? I like to eat mine with this Parmesan cheese. It's really good. My husband prefers queso fresco, but this stuff I think is better. This is one of my favorite meals, you guys, because it's super cheap. And not only is it cheap, but it's also really delicious. My kids love it, and so do my husband. So does my husband. All right, I'm gonna call my husband and kids in because this is gonna be dinner.
Bueno, María va a ser la primera que probó la sopa. ¡Qué sopa más! Pero tiene una mano muy rápida. ¡Wow! A ver, ¿qué opinas, María? ¡Ay! María, a ver. Quebrar un poquito. A ver, pruébalo. ¿Y usted? Creo que sí. Ahora sigo yo. Muy bueno. Ahora sigue Lulu. Le estamos dando una cuchara. Well, Jaime, you try, Jaime?
Sure.
It's good. Okay, está muy buena.